today all day. It's almost the weekend, and we've got a great show for you. So let's kick it off with pop culture news we all need to know. Take a look.
Britney Spears' legal fight to end her conservatorship and, as she says, really just take back her life.
That's right. Britney Spears posting for the first time on social media yesterday since her explosive testimony, writing to fans, "I apologize for pretending like I've been okay the past 2 years. I did it because of my pride, and I was embarrassed to share what happened to me."
New York Times senior editor, story editor, and co-creator of Framing Britney Spears documentary, Liz Day, joins us now for a deeper dive into what's next. Liz, good morning to you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. We just saw that Instagram post that she posted yesterday, pretending, as she said, that everything was okay. Tell me this. I guess it actually helped her as an outlet to share her existence. She talked about that. What did you make of that? After everything that we learned on Wednesday, the fact that she would get back on Instagram and try to speak on her own?
I thought that was really interesting. As you noted, she said that pretending everything was okay really helped her feel better. And she even made a joke, saying who doesn't use their Instagram for making their life seem better than it really is. And we don't know exactly what's going on with her Instagram, whether she's always writing the captions, but it'll be interesting to see moving forward whether it starts to be more open about what's really going on with her life.
So Liz, we've been hearing about this, and you've been reporting on the hashtag Free Britney movement for a while now. So how much do you think that this groundswell has led to where we are right now?
I think a lot, and I think they really feel vindicated because for a long time they've been trying to shine a spotlight on, whether Britney is doing okay and also the conservatorship system at large. And they've been dismissed as conspiracy theories. So I think to hear from Britney directly validating a lot of what they were saying is really powerful.
And I think hearing Britney actually come out and speak publicly, I mean, it seemed like she was just sort of squeezing everything that's been happening in the past several years into, these 4 pages that she was reading from. I mean, how important do you think it was for everyone else to hear from her, and just to hear it in her own words?
I think it was really powerful. One of the most wrenching things she said in court was that she's never spoken about this because she didn't think people would believe her. So to see the groundswell of support from the general public and even celebrities like Andy Cohen or Justin Timberlake, I think may actually really help.
What about on the other side of this? Her father, Jamie Spears, we know he released a brief statement during the hearing saying that he was, quote, sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain and that he loves Britney and her sister. But since then, he's declined to comment. What do you think is happening on that side of this? And we haven't heard from her family as well.
Yeah, it's been interesting that, we haven't heard much from the family, and that may change. We don't really know. Jamie Spears, her father, has long said that he loves his daughter and that he is only acting out of her best interest. But experts point out that there's a conflict of interest when he makes money off of the conservatorship. So if he signs up for her to do a deal, is it because it's in her best interest, or is it because he can get a percentage of that multi-million-dollar deal?
And Liz, through your reporting, you've glimpsed inside her world. Whether this conservatorship ends or not, how does this impact her career and really her personal life? Because forget about the career, forget about all this other stuff. This is a person, that we're talking about, and not just an entity.
Yeah, I think it's hard to know what's going on inside the head of the judge or the other lawyers, but I think that hearing the power of emotion and hearing directly from Britney really raises the stakes in this case. So it's not just about, the nuance of the law and kind of wonky stuff like that. It's really more powerful and emotional than that.
Absolutely. We'll certainly continue to follow this one. Liz, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Today in the third hour, we're celebrating the 75th anniversary of everybody's favorite magazine, Highlights, the playful, fun, and smart kids magazine. Take a look.
For generations, kids like myself have lost themselves in the pages of Highlights magazine, usually sitting at the dentist's office. This was the only thing that would take them out.
Right?
Well, this morning we're going to take you behind the brand.
This month is a special one. Highlights for Children is celebrating its 75th anniversary.
And I was so excited to do this story. I sat down with 2 of the company's leaders who also happen to be descendants of the founders, and they shared a rich history of family, learning, and lots of fun with a purpose.
I think the secret is always to look at the world through the kids' eyes.
If you've ever waited in the doctor's office, chances are you've seen the bright covers of Highlights magazine and the hidden picture puzzles inside. Like this one, where you might find a lollipop, an ice cream cone, even a toothbrush. But Pat Mickelson knows that there's a lot more to the history of her family's business than pictures. What began as a magazine 75 years ago has expanded across multiple platforms to reach more than 10 million young readers in 40 countries.
Can you take me back to the beginning and how it all started?
It started with my grandparents.
Gary Cleveland Myers, a child psychologist, and Caroline Clark Myers, an educator, dreamed of starting a magazine for children.
They really wanted to make something that would be very, very special to help children grow.
So in 1946, they started Highlights in Honesdale, Pennsylvania.
How was it received right off the bat?
Within 2 or 3 months, they had over 5,000 subscribers. That's going door to door to door, because that's the only way that magazines were sold back then.
But that success was not without its setbacks.
They very quickly found out that creating a magazine could be very expensive, and they really needed to find other ways to get that magazine into children's hands. They almost went bankrupt.
In 1950, the 50 cents per issue publication was on the verge of collapse. So Pat's parents decided to join the company and suggest something new.
My parents began to experiment with direct marketing through the mails and through putting it in doctor's offices. Those are the things then that really made Highlights grow.
Then, after 10 successful years, came tragedy in December 1960.
2 planes collided over New York City, and my parents died in that crash.
I mean, how do you move on from that? Not just as a company, but as a family.
Any family that's experienced that kind of tragedy will tell you, you just do. You can continue on with this dream.
Since then, the company has distributed more than 1.3 billion editions, celebrating every anniversary along the way, from their 10th to their 50th and now 75th. And leadership remains in the family. The founder's great-grandson, Kent Johnson, is the current CEO.
We put love into every page to have the greatest possible impact on the kid that's going to receive that magazine. The secret is it's really hard work of people who are professionally dedicated to this idea of helping children become their best selves.
Highlights also aims to represent all children, from those who wear hijabs to those with same-sex parents. And the magazine is acting as an outlet to help kids understand their world.
I remember a story from a couple magazines ago that a little girl who had 2 homes. I've never talked to my son about divorce before. You know, I just haven't had the need to. And his immediate response is, so-and-so in school also has 2 homes. And it just told a story to him that was normalized.
It's through story that we build empathy for the others around us.
Young readers can even send a letter to the staff on any topic that's important to them.
Do they all get read, or is there just a pile of letters somewhere?
From the very beginning, every child's letter has been read. That's over 2.5 million.
Wow.
And counting. Everyone's asleep, thanks to curious kids like my own son, Cal. Oh, we read it. Like, as soon as it comes in the mail, we read it every night at dinner. It just became his favorite thing. So to date, get this, yes. Highlights has hidden more than 2,000 pencils and bananas and toothbrushes across nearly 10,000 hidden picture puzzles. And take a look at this one. They designed a special one just for us. So you want to head to our Instagram page at 3rd Hour Today to see if you can find all of the images inside. I've started to look, and I'm like, I don't see a few. So
in this issue, they've got dad's jokes.
Oh, that's you.
Do you know what dinosaurs used to make hot dogs?
No, what?
Jurassic pork.
But you got laughter
That's so
from
old
everyone.
I fell off my dinosaurs.
You've got material for days now.
Oh my gosh. I could do a whole magazine of these.
No, to bring this full circle, and before we move on, the fact that you read it as a child, for me, it changed my life in my grandpa's doctor's office. For you, and now you're reading it to Calvin. I mean, it just goes to show.
It's got staying power.
It is.
Happy
All right.
I could do without the timber toes, though.
Which I loved. Oh, my gosh.
Welcome back. Today on Hoda and Jenna, apparently there's a correct way to fold towels, and we discuss all the details. Plus, one of our favorites, Jamie Lee Curtis, is here to talk about her latest project, a podcast. Take a look.
Big weekend for a lot of folks. It's the Daytime Emmy Awards. You know what's so funny? We're nominated for a Daytime Emmy with a whole bunch of other really more qualified shows than ours. But
no, our show is qualified.
We're definitely qualified. But it's so funny, these kind of award things, because, you know, sometimes, like, it would be super fun to win.
But a lot of times,
but mostly you don't. I know. And I've been to so many of these awards ceremonies where, because it's like you're nominated for like a Dateline story in an Emmy category, and you're like this, and the winner is, you're like, somebody else from 60 Minutes. You're like, oh my God, good for you, Leslie Stahl. Oh, I knew you were going to get it. I loved your story. But inside, you're like, boy, I thought ours was
And you know
good.
what? It's like, I haven't ever been to that many award shows, but you all have that moment going back to like elementary school when it's like, and the homecoming queen is not, you weren't even nominated. You know what I mean?
There is such
Although
a feeling.
You were the homecoming queen.
But that was by
you
default.
You usually win.
No, I actually don't.
I think you're going to give us a good shot.
No, but here's the funny thing. It is funny, though, when you think it might be you and you're almost, have you ever been like almost out of your chair?
Yes.
You're like, and the most likely to succeed for the class of 1987 is, and you're like, no, you're jolliest jock. You need to sit back down. That's your superlative.
It's so funny. No, and to have that gracious face, too, which is sort of like,
but, I mean, think about, like, the Susan Lucci's, who every year were nominated and didn't get it until finally. And I just think there's something. Are you
saying that's going to be us?
Well, we could be the Susan Lucci of the Emmys, but by the way, it's like one of those things. I think the good thing is never to really expect you're going to get anything.
Yes.
And
lower your expectations and drink more.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what we'll be doing Friday.
All right.
Okay. We know that we started a huge Spanx debate. It really sweeps the nation. And the good news is I won the debate, and I don't win very much, okay? But there's a new debate that's lighting up social media, and it has to do with towels.
How to fold them. All right. So, we each have a towel. Here's yours.
Okay.
There you go, miss. Here's mine.
So we are going to show you how we fold a towel.
Everyone has their own way of doing it.
So I actually stand up.
I stand up.
Okay.
I think I go like,
and I
think I fold
under
it
my
long
chin,
ways.
like this. This is how my
and
mom
I just
taught me.
flop it over.
And I do this.
Then I go like this.
And then I do this. But actually, this is not looking good.
Do you do it too? Oh, you go.
I go.
Why do you do that?
I don't know.
Because fold it in half.
My mother taught me this because I think it looks a lot neater.
So it's crisper.
Crisp.
Oh, I actually like that.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay, mine's bigger. And
yes, it is.
But it's floppy. Okay, So here we go. Let's find out the right way to fold a towel. Chelsea Handler posted this on Instagram. These are the different ways. Oh, yeah, I'm number one.
And I'm number two. And I'm number two.
And nobody's number three.
So Jennifer Gardner grew up a 2, but has now grown to appreciate a 3.
Rolling them up.
Kevin Bacon and Drew Barrymore both went with 1.
Yes, thank you, Drew and Kevin.
And luckily,
Uzo Adubo went with 2 or 3. She writes, I will die here.
And Jesse Tyler Ferguson actually agrees with me, Hoda, and says only a straight man would find 1 acceptable.
I think I might be a straight man. The way I load the dishwasher and fold things.
You really do. You have,
I have all those
man energy.
I actually showed Joel, there was a video of someone saying, is this a proper way to load a dishwasher? And it was all messed up with like stuff jammed in. Just as long as you can shut it and put the soap in. It's
no,
good.
And honestly, today when I walked into your dressing room and there were Spanx just sprawled out on your chair.
That was actually for you. I did that
Did you do it on purpose?
Yes, I did. Yes.
You left.
So wait, what's the right answer?
I know, we're confused.
I guess most people like 2 or 3.
But actually, remember, Joe Bauer likes 3.
Rolling them up. But then you need a basket.
I agree. I think it's good for beach towels.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we started off the week hanging with some of our best fan friends, and we had that virtual block party. So now we're going to add another one to the group.
Yes, we are about to surprise Melinda Spate from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. She turns 53 on Tuesday.
Melinda. Well, Melinda's husband, William, asked for our help. He wanted to give her a good old birthday wish. So last year they planned to celebrate Melinda's birthday on the plaza. Well, that didn't happen, but we're going to try to make it up for them. So we're going to give William a call.
Look at their Halloween costumes.
How cute are they?
I heard one time William changed the channel and Melinda got really mad at him.
Good for him. William?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you. Okay, so William, we're ready to pull the surprise off. Are you?
Can you see William?
Yes, we're getting ready to. My son has to.
Turn it.
There you go.
Your husband's in charge. Oh, there you go.
There you are.
There you go.
All right,
William.
Y'all know I'm backwards.
That's okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we're ready. Can you take us to your lovely bride?
Sure can. Oh, boy.
We can't wait to
No
surprise her.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Babe.
Yeah.
I need you to get this call.
Hold on, Jeff.
Hey, girl.
Happy birthday.
We wanted to wish you a happy birthday. We're sorry you couldn't come see us. Hi, how are you?
Okay, wait. I know you're on TV. Is that okay if we record you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, your husband is super cool. He said that you guys were trying to come here to visit us on the plaza, and we're sorry you couldn't come, so we're trying to give you our next best thing. We want to say we love you and happy early birthday.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're our favorite fan of the week we maybe have ever had. Do you want to play a little game of trivia with us and see if we can get you a birthday present?
Okay, here we go. So all week long, Melinda, we've been debating something really yucky. Should women wear underwear underneath what item of clothing?
Thank you.
Okay, Melinda. So not only did your hubby tell us how much you love watching our show, but he also let us know that one of your favorite hobbies is crocheting and crafting. So we are sending you an $1,000 gift card to Joanne for all of your crafting needs. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, and just one more thing, Melinda. We know that your family's everything, so we knew that you're going to have to celebrate with them. So Maya, Dante, your baby grandson, Ivan, come on in. They got some birthday treats for you. Are they there? Let me see.
There they are.
Oh, you got a lot of love in your family. What a beautiful,
look at that babe.
Ivan.
What a beautiful baby.
What a beautiful family, y'all. Thank you for sharing your early birthday with us.
Yes, and William, don't change the channel again. We heard Melinda does not like that.
Oh, my God. Yes, yes.
I've never changed
I'm going to tell you something. I came in that one time and changed it to sports channel. I got to look like I thought I was going to get my behind whooped. And everything else in between. Yes,
we are Team Melinda all the way. Thank you, Melinda. Happy birthday, hon. Bye, William. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
And if you are one of our most loyal viewers, or you want to nominate somebody who is, head to HodaandJenna.com. Wait, that was the best.
I love Melinda so much.
Jamie Lee Curtis is a lot of things. She's a movie star, best-selling children's book author, and one of our favorite, all-time favorite people to talk to.
She sure is, and she's always juggling lots of projects, including a podcast perfect for your family road trips this summer called Letters from Camp. Now it's in season 2. Hey,
Camp Cartwright is represented.
Hey, if I represent, I represent. I love you, ladies. I love this show already today. I love your birthday surprise. I'm a number 2 with the towel. And,
you're a number 2?
Oh, good. Thank you. I knew we had so much in common.
I thought you would be, Jamie.
Of course she's a 2.
And mostly, Hoda, you eat potato chips before you go to air. And I just want to let you know, that it's 4 in the morning for me, so I'm not having a potato chip yet. But I do love a good potato chip.
Oh my God. Love that she's carrying them around like a purse, like a water bottle.
What I love is we all try to pull it together.
Yes.
And what I love is that right before you were going to air, you were eating potato chips, and you like have my heart forever.
Oh.
Okay, we love this podcast.
I'm going to listen to it with my daughter who's going to camp for the first time this summer.
So this is season 2 of Letters from Camp. It's a coming of age story of a young girl who goes to sleepaway camp for the first time. Last season, we had my godson Jake Gyllenhaal be our guest star. It stars Edie Patterson and Kirby Hell-Baptiste and Sunny Sandler and myself as the camp director, Director Sue. But this season, we have somebody comes in and tries to say that they own the camp, and that is played by none other than Daniel Radcliffe.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Were you a camper, Jamie? Did you go to camp as a kid?
Hello. I loved camp. I loved camp. I loved everything about it. I loved the sights, the smells, the tastes. I loved my trunk. I loved lanyards. I loved lanyards and songs and bug juice. I loved it all.
I feel the same way. I still dream about the camp that I went to. But will you just tell us what one of your letters home would have said?
Well, they were always complaining about getting hurt. Right? You know, it's like, my mom, my dad, I sprained my toe.
Jenna wrote a couple of letters.
I wrote one that said, Dear Mom and Dad, I have so many friends. And then the next letter said, Dear Mom and Dad, that last letter was a lie. I have no friends.
Well, just so you know, this show started because my showrunner, writer, goddaughter, Boko Haft, sent me a letter that I only received a year ago when she was 12. She's now 27.
Oh, my gosh.
And that started it. Her mother sent me a letter she found in a box that said my name on it, but she had never sent it. And so when we opened it 2 years ago, it stimulated this idea of doing a podcast, Letters from Camp.
How many godchildren do you have?
I know.
Do you know what? I actually have quite a few, and I find it to be the most loving gesture, the most supportive gesture that a mother can bestow to me as their friend, that they would trust me to be the godmother of their children.
I have to say, I love my godparents.
Yeah.
You just made me miss camp and my godparents and that beautiful water bottle.
And by the way, the water bottle was a gift from Boko, and she sent it to me because I'm staff, because I'm Director Sue in the show. And before I lose you people, I know you guys love books. My friend Joanna Kotler made this book, and I know, Jenna, you always are looking for a good book for children. So here it is, If I Were a Dog by Joanna Kotler.
Thank you. You know I want book recommendations from you. Thank you so much.
Isn't that what Jamie does? She always gives away her time. You're the coolest, Jamie. We love you. You can check out.
We love you.
I think you absolutely rock.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.